All right, let's talk about Shaq and Charles Barkley trying to give some love to Zion, you know, some of that tough love, right? Man, they stay on Zion because they really believe in his talent. I respect that and I see that. However, doesn't mean everything you say, as I know as a parent, when you talk to people and try to help them. I try to help my itty bitties all the time. Sometimes you can feel it where they're like, let me mess up on my own. Or more importantly, trust in me. I got this. Or how about this one? Respect that I'm okay. I'm just not doing it your way. So let's listen to Shaq and Chuck try to give some of that tough love to Zion.
If you say something about me and I don't get mad, that means I'm not ready. His response is telling me he ain't ready. I would have been like, excuse my French, F Shaq and Charles, watch this for the rest of the season. That's how you respond. Because actually when I say certain things, I'm egging you on to see what you're going to do. But the fact that, and again, it's all about that look. He still ain't got that look today.
It's really like, I want all these guys to be great players. And you see this kid got so much talent, but he's a yo-yo guy because he's not in good shape. And I had to go through that early in my career. I couldn't play back-to-back games until I lost 50 pounds. And that's why he'll get 35 one night and 15 the other night, because he can't sustain it. And I hope he gets in shape, because we thought he was going to be the next big thing. And right now, the jury's still out.
Okay. I know Shaq coming from a good place, even though sometimes it's hard to understand where it's coming from because of me coming at, cats be like, damn, Shaq sound mean, sound hateful. I don't think that's Shaq's spot. I think this is where Shaq is wrong, though. He thinks, or he just said, the only response will be anger towards him, or I'm mad, or now I'm going to respond and prove something to Shaq or prove something to somebody else. Shaq is an all-time great top 10 player. We know it, maybe top 5. However, let's not go to the point where we want Zion to be motivated because Shaq said something bad about him. Ultimately, you want Zion to be motivated because he's trying to prove something to himself. Or he has a deeper response because he owes it to himself. He wants to do it for himself, not for the hate of coming from Shaq or the disagreement of Shaq, but for him and the love he got. That's how you get there, and that's how you stay there. Not because a great player disses you. You imagine if your motivation is somebody hating on you and dissing you, and people always say that, and I just be shaking my head like, and don't give me no examples because I would beat them all up. Yep, including Michael Jordan's example, and do not map that on to Michael Jordan and his greatness. He did not do all that because he hated everybody. He did that also, and he don't talk enough about it because it ain't good for the brand, how much you love ball. You imagine the commercial? I just love basketball. I wake up with it. I go to sleep with it. I just bounce it all around the house. He love it. He ain't buying no Jordans. But if he say, what'd you say? Oh, you thought you cut me off my high school team? Oh, you really didn't think I was going to be great from college? You know what I mean? Then because everybody out there who hasn't succeeded, people who have failed, usually blame somebody else before themselves. Therefore, they love to hear somebody who made it off of hate. They love to see somebody made it when everybody else was saying they couldn't, because that's how they feel. They blaming other people. That's the only reason I ain't make it. Coach was tripping. I ain't make it because everybody was on me and got in the way and nobody took me to practice. I ain't have any weight equipment. I ain't have a track near me. And you know what, one day I told y'all the story. I had to wake up one day and just run to the gym. I had to run to the track and still do the workouts at the gym and the track. Dog, you got to be greater than your greatest excuse. So I know why this always lands with people, but I think Shaq was wrong trying to almost motivate him by saying, I should be your ultimate motivation. That has to be Zion, bro, straight up. Now, Chuck went through this experience before, so Chuck, I think, is showing a little more grace and mercy, and it sounds like he is, but he also knows success is not linear. Even though Chuck was always great, he didn't always have it under control. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the same for Zion. He might not always have it under control. It's just that simple. I had teammates like that. Ted Washington, if y'all know Mount Ted Washington, was gigantic. Fingers this big. His fingers look like forearms, right? But he never let us see how much he weighed, et cetera, and all that stuff. Who else was there? Jamie Nails. Now, he let us see 419 pounds at one time. Big dog, turkey leg, big dog. Like, God. And look, that didn't help his career. He still balled out, but it didn't help his career. Let's just say that, all right? Point being, everybody gonna get to that mountaintop different. And in this situation, I know Zion is inconsistent by the numbers at times, but this dude beasting, man. He got some NBA records under his belt already. He big boned it did for real. Like, I saw him, a month ago? I told you I went to the Clippers game. I mean, look, everybody could lose a little. I mean, look, I got layers, but God, that sucker got explosion. That sucker just big, dog. I don't know what his fighting weight is. Maybe it's 15, 20 pounds less. He ain't losing 50 pounds. I don't see 50 pounds coming off that frame. Y'all tell me, y'all beat it up in the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with Shaq and Chuck on what Zion's response should be? And where do you feel like Zion is in terms of accepting this or fighting this? Tell me what you think. Because it seems like Zion right now is balling. Like, not hurt. I just think that y'all need to leave this boy alone and let this boy ball out of control, and I think he will do that. So beat it up in the comments. Tell me what you think and how tough an obstacle is weight. It seems like it could be a lot for him especially, but I think it's a lot more noise than signal in this